we go. We live. Here we go. I think we live. Let me check the audio and everything. It's one of them nights, y'all. It's gonna be one of them nights. I told y'all every Sunday we coming on this bitch with some shit. But today we just gonna be talking straight heat, nigga, truth. But I gotta make sure the audio good. Here we go. I got that big ass bump on my face like I got a mole. Okay, so the audio good. Cool. I'm finna play some music though as I roll up real quick. I'm finna play my shit.
See how I'm made. We turnin' up, treat this shit like parade. Son, now yeah, I'm getting these rays. Do the impossible, huh? Doing this shit, man, ain't like ain't no way. Who is you talking to, huh? Nigga like me, I'ma make me a way. Open the matrix, I'm cracking the code. Popping in now like I'm back and I'm gone. Coming for next, I'm claiming the throne. This shit ain't no guess, I know I ain't wrong. When you feeling so blessed, that hate gon' come. Come from the soul when I made this song. All of these demons, they hate what I'm on. All of the angels, they keeping me strong. One with the earth, I'm eternal, huh? Coded it like Fibonacci, huh? I'm so in love with my soul, peeking right out of my body, huh? My DNA too different, you cannot clone, you can't make a copy, huh? I feel the ether shifted, heavenly zone is finna get godly, huh? One-on-one talking to God, I gotta work on myself, huh? Opening up my mind, can't be suppressed or controlled, huh? Look deep in my heart, straight to my eyes, all you seeing is gold, huh? But you can't have my heart, it's frozen in place like that shit cold, huh? Jumped in the game and this shit ain't easy, made it this far, yeah, I gotta complete it. She giving up the pussy too easy, nigga like me, I don't even need it. I'm slicing shit like a sensei, have no money and nigga need big bang. Wipe them off of this earth like a shit stain. Niggas be whack, these niggas be big lame. You know, your code inside your soul is eternal. You know, they can take your body, but they can never take your consciousness and who you really are. Let's go. Open my mind, my DNA, eternal code, they see how I'm made. We turn up, treat this shit like parade. Son, now yeah, I'm getting these rays. Do the impossible.
Pause this. I seen this before, bro. Look at that. Look at the line cutting through. That's not normal. That's not normal. There's a cloud right here, but there's a shadow under the cloud as the sun is reflecting the light onto the cloud. That's why the cloud orange, because the sun reflecting on it. But what is this right here? What is this right here? I seen this before. This is not no cloud. That's a cloaked craft. Very big one. That is a cloaked craft. I just want you to know. Yeah, hold on, y'all. I just want you to know. A lot of these crafts y'all seeing, those are not crafts. Those are drones. The real crafts y'all about to see, finna have niggas shit in their pants. No cap, bro.
Doing this shit, man, ain't like ain't no way. Who is you talking to, huh? Nigga like me, I'ma make me a way. Open the matrix, I'm cracking the code. Popping in now like I'm back and I'm gone. Coming for next, I'm claiming the throne. This shit ain't no guess, I know I ain't wrong. You feeling so blessed, that hate gon' come. Come from the soul when I make this song. All of these demons, they hate what I'm on. All of the angels, they keeping me strong.
Peeking right out of my body, huh? My DNA too different. You cannot clone, you can't make a copy, huh? Look at that. Look at that.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. a slap. How you want it, she asked. I responded and told her I'ma lay down flat. I shop a kick shit like it's Johnny Cage. Man, that bitch put you right in your back. I smoke it Hercules, it's that purple weed. Yeah, I smoke a different kind of pack. I ain't got time to hear none of these rumors. I ain't got time to hear this and that. Chop at your head, all you hear is a black. Aim for your head, tryna knock off your hat. Step on a nigga, then clean my shoes. Wipe it and stain, fresh on the mat. This shit cruddy, huh? Who is little buddy, huh? I know people sell they sell for the fame and money, huh? If you think they won't, just watch the nigga and trust me, huh?
That angel.
The world fall before our eyes, nigga, you ain't lucky, huh?
Not only that. Look at that angel.
You can hear through
and
the
then look at the
headphones.
pyramid
Bitches
crap
wait tryna
under that,
get
bro.
your head blown. Disappear, take it out, have your head gone. She obsessed, in love with the sex, huh? I can tell just by how she text, huh? Tell a pussy little nigga to flex up. Like Nike, go run your check. Shopping through physics get turned to a particle. On the news, hear an article. 5 for days, yeah, I'm starting. Connect to the
Is that
gods,
real?
cause I'm part of like a blunt. Yeah, I'm sparking them. Shopper got home and attack, it's gon' target them. Got a dead eye, yeah, I'm marking them. Keep my head high,
Maybe it's
cause I'm
sped up.
sparking up.
Maybe it's sped up. That is a cloud, though. I thought that was fake for a second. I'm not gonna tell you. Or AI. I thought it was AI for a second. But it's not. It's just, the video just sped up, bro. But look at the shape, though. And then look at this. Why did this form out of nowhere? That wasn't even there before. Look at that. Yeah, that's a craft. That's a craft trying to disguise itself as a cloud. And then look, watch the back one. Watch the back one. Watch the back one. Look at that. That's a perfect circle. That's almost a perfect circle, nigga. And it's rainbow. Look at the different colors in that. Gotta play that shell shot. Cause that's what niggas finna be in when shit go down. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's not normal.
Light work on God. I got the game in the headlock. Stuff a nigga with a couple shells. I leave him shell shocked. I be smoking on some dead ops. Can't you smell pops? Be sending shots like FedEx and this bitch aim at your mailbox. I think it's time to pick the plug.
Oh, I gotta pause it. I gotta say this shit real quick. They call these right here, gang. They call these lenticular clouds. Do you believe that's a cloud? That's all I want to know. Do you truly believe that's a fucking cloud right there? As a matter of fact, let me Google it for you. Lenticular cloud. They call them lenticular clouds, bro. They usually form above mountains, but now they just forming everywhere. Look at this. Look at this. I forgot what city this was in, bro, but I remember this going viral. Oh, God, look at that. You think that's a cloud, gang? You gotta be a fucking fool. Clouds can't take on geometrical structures like that, gang. They can't take on perfect angles like this. Something has to make it take on that angle. Look at this one. God damn. These are ships, gang. You can't tell me otherwise. I mean, the movie Nope show you that shit clear as day. Look at that. And you mean that you expect me to believe this is not a ship? It's the same fucking model as the junks we be seeing on Gaia, Ancient Aliens, the motherfuckers with the saucer ships, as they call them. That's what that shit look like. You can't tell me otherwise, bro. Clouds don't, like, for example, square clouds, nigga. Have you ever seen a square cloud, nigga? Hold on. I need like this one, something like this. Look at this. I've seen clouds like these, gang. These are not normal neither. These ones too. They call them hole punch clouds, lenticular clouds, and these little square looking ones. I don't know what name to give these right here. These jumps right here, these are not normal clouds. Look at the perfect 90 look at every other cloud. Every other cloud doesn't take those angles. Yeah, I mean, they got flat bottoms and shit. But look at this. This is a perfect 90-degree angle. That's not normal, coach. That's not normal. This is more normal than that. I wouldn't even trip if I seen some shit like this. I'd be like, okay, that cloud just popping his shit. But when I see shit like this, you got me fucked up. That's something above my head. What is that? Who's in there? And what are they doing in there? It's getting real out here, y'all.
Look, nah, for real. These niggas really ain't tryna make no bands, This bitch wanna fuck me, man, this bitch really a fan, I just pulled up with the chopper on me, I hit his head, Young nigga, he talking all that shit, but really scared, I just told the op, like,
if you ever see these, if you ever see random ass rainbows in the sky like this, like random ass rainbows in the sky, that's just the light reflecting off the firmament a certain type of way. Because above the firmament is water, and water can do three things to light. It can bend light, reflect light, or refract it. And when you see when light gets refracted, it gets diffused or separated into many different forms, which is red, blue, green, yellow, and all this. The rainbow that you see right here. So there's something reflecting off the water outside the firmament that's causing that color, which also can cause a portal to open too as well.
Don't you do it, double dare, Hold on, wait a minute, you know I really take it there, I be stepping in the room, my pressure strong, glitter air, Young nigga, I be talking excellent. We be in this bitch, we be stepping shit. Lethal weapons in this bitch. Young nigga, I might send you straight up to heaven in this bitch. Hold your ass up, all chakra 7 in this bitch. Hold on, wait a minute, you know a nigga in this bitch. I be flipping up the in and out of this bitch. Hold on, wait a minute, I be switching flows in this bitch. Hold on, wait a minute, switch up my hoes like clothes in this bitch. Come on, bitch, we talking excellent. I come from real rappers where we hustling, where we stretching shit.
Look, we live in a firmament, right?
Money, I can't
what is that?
Bitch. I ain't gotta steal in
what
my
is
life.
That?
I just make this shit.
What is
no,
that?
Let me stop playing. Sometimes I might just take this shit.
Right?
This big
How's that
chopper
coming in?
knock him off. I'll Drake the bitch. Put me to the test, no for a fact. I ace the shit. I remember driving my first hit me. I had to race the bitch. He say he won't smoke. We gon'
look right here.
Lace this shit.
Look at that. It's one following.
Like art when I really write. I just paint the shit. Firebomb is whip with a big chop. I'll stain the bitch. I be working on healing my heart. I got pain to fix. Gotta watch your back, cause sometimes even your main is switch. I'm a young nigga, I used to be hot, I was on dangerous shit. For real. Niggas always watching my next move, I'm on lamer shit. Bitch, I can run a game on a hoe, but I ain't a gamer, bitch. I got the game in the headlock. Stuff a nigga with a couple shells, I leave him shell shocked. I be smoking on some dead ops. Can't you smell pops? Be sending shots like FedEx in this bitch, aim at your mailbox.
Hey,
I think it's time to hit the plug again.
I gotta be so serious, gang. You gotta be a dumbass to stand next to a volcano, bro. I'm sorry. If you die, if your ass get hit if you're standing next to this and this bitch just blow up, you deserved it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You deserved it. That's my new saying for the rest of 2026. You deserved it, nigga. Ain't no way I'm standing. I understand niggas love nature. Nature got a lot of fucking beauty in it, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Seeing the tsunami look fire when you not involved in that bitch. Seeing some asteroids fall out the sky look fire when them bitches not raining down on you. Seeing a thunderstorm shoot lightning and shit is pretty as fuck. As long as you're not getting struck by that lightning. You see, like, nature is pretty as fuck. A poison dart frog look pretty as shit until you touch it, and now you got the worst poison possible and ready, you about to die. A snake look pretty as fuck until you fuck around and touch that motherfucker and it's venomous. They ain't even got the anti-venom for this kind of snake. Now you dead. You dead. It's just certain shit. You have to learn how to respect nature, nigga. Learn how to respect that motherfucker. Be like, oh, that shit pretty. But I also respect this shit enough not to get too close. Because I know I can get fucked up in the process. You see what I'm saying? Mother Nature don't care who get hit, nigga. If a tornado comes swerving through this bitch, it don't care who it knock off. You could have lived the best life ever. Been the most good person, justice seeking, righteous fighting ass nigga, and get clapped by a random ass tornado. Simple, nigga. And it's not because you had karma behind that shit. It's just nature, nigga. Every day you walk on the thin line of life and death. You live in life not knowing any moment you could die, nigga. This is why I do what I do. Because I know any moment I could die. And I want to die knowing that I changed a couple people's lives. I saved a couple souls. I ascended 1,000 minds, nigga. I can die peacefully. I've been said that a long time ago. I could die peacefully knowing what I did. You feel me? But as long as I'm still here, and I know I got bigger shit to handle. I ain't leaving this bitch until bigger shit is handled. I got a certain mission, but y'all do too. But you gotta respect nature, gang. These niggas is standing next to this active ass volcano, not knowing volcanoes do erupt like bombs, nigga. They don't just erupt and slowly leak out magma. No, sometimes them bitches just blow up. they just blow the fuck up, and everything in the surrounding environment is getting, you know, is going to feel the effects of that and catch the effects of that. So these niggas, if this shit was to blow up, they deserved it. They deserved it. Sometimes you don't get too close to shit like this at this size. Maybe if it was a smaller volcano, not too fucking megalithic like this, I wouldn't, you feel me? But even then, volcanoes is volcanoes, gang. Don't fuck with them.
Real. These niggas really ain't tryna make no bands, huh? This bitch wanna fuck me and this bitch really a fan, I just pulled up with the chopper on me, I hit his head, Young nigga, he talking all that shit, but really scared, I just
and
told
the smartest nigga, the smartest nigga here is the cameraman. Look how far back the cameraman is. While all them goofies up there, the cameraman never died, nigga. I see why the cameraman never died. This nigga way back there recording that shit and zoomed in to make it seem like he was close. That nigga smart.
Like, don't you do it, double dare, Hold on,
Look
wait a
how far
minute,
back
you know
is
I
that
really
nigga
take it there,
Nigga, he at least a half a mile out, nigga, or like a mile out. Ain't no way. This shit crazy. Look at the floods. Hold on, let me select some more music for y'all. We can play this. That's my new shit.
And this shit light work on God.
Look at the floods. Landslides, mudslides. They bad.
This beat so hard, so it's time to talk excellent. He won't leave in the same condition that he medicine. I see you with this big chop, now you heaven sent. You niggas born bitches with no nuts full of estrogen. Talking up my life on every beat like a testament. She can be a wife and still cheat, that's a detriment. 3 steps ahead in this game with intelligence. The biggest pedophile run the country, that's the president. Every day be your biggest gift, got a president. Your future is anything you think of, gotta connect with it. I was out east and then a nigga went west with it. Fucking headshot, we hit a nigga in his chest with it. I can hit the pussy, but just know I can't rest with it. Oh, you say that's gas? Let me hit it, now I'm testing it. Need 100K, a nigga won't sign less than this. So wait, even if I sign, I gotta check the shit. Ice around my body, crystaled up, look like Elsa, huh? I can get any bitch I want, you think you special, huh? Nigga like me, I've been on a whole different level, huh? My niggas trained to go, they smash down on that pedal, huh? No Minecraft, but I be walking around with that chest plate. Turning up on my dead ops, this the best day. Yeah, she give me head on a bad day in the best way. I'm making only moves to be a king, nigga, checkmate. And you already know this shit light work on God, nigga. I'm gonna keep steady pushing this heat all year, no cap. This beat so hard, so it's time to talk excellent.
I just want to point one thing out too. Have you noticed? Don't get me wrong, the U.S. been getting hit with hurricanes. Like last year, they got hit with that big shit in North Carolina and shit. But like, if you really pay attention, gang, most of the hurricanes is forming in the Pacific now. They don't even really form like they don't even form like that in the Atlantic no more. Like Mexico been getting hit, and then all the niggas on the eastern side of the world, like Australia, Indonesia, China, Japan, they been getting smacked the fuck up with these typhoons, boy. I don't know what they got going on out there.
Won't leave in the same condition that he medicine. I see you with this big chop.
Hold on, God, this shit funny as hell, God. Look at this nigga trying to do a news report. Look. Hold on, look at this nigga. Look at this. He trying to do. Get your ass in the goddamn building, nigga. This nigga trying to do a news report in what is this, like category 4-esque? It's like category 4 type hurricane at least. Look how strong the winds is. This nigga gotta plant his hips and feet a certain way so he don't fly, nigga. Get your ass. This shit.
Now you heaven sent, you niggas born bitches with no nuts full of estrogen. Talking up my life on every beat like a testament. She can be a wife and still cheat, that's a detriment. 3 steps ahead in this game with intelligence. The biggest pedophile run the country, that's the president.
Damn, crops fucked up, sinkhole. Vietnam look beautiful as fuck, though. I ain't gonna cap. Look at that. Boy, if you breathe that air, you'll age 10 years backwards. We gonna finish this video and we get into it. I'm just enjoying my gas.
Come on. Yeah. Good shit light work on God. Get it off the muscle. I'm constantly chasing money 'cause Cause in this life I gotta hustle. If you pull up on me, chop it, hit this cookie, make it crumble. I just pull up with that, like some thunder, make it rumble. I talk real shit up on these tracks, I never mumble. And that's no cap. My next bitch gon' learn to do everything I say. I ain't got time to argue with a hoe, get out my face. If I'm running up this guap, the feet is loaded like your place.
Damn, that's crazy. Come on. Puerto Rico. My mom just took a trip out there. Oh God, bro. She just took a trip out there not too like 2 or 3 months ago, gang. And it's crazy. They having a tornado right now. Well, that was on the 5th. Well, that wasn't too long ago. That was like last week. Them niggas had a damn tornado.
Why we let it die and down to live like it's fate. When you die, you just reborn in this bitch to when you die, you just reborn in this bitch to recreate. Like water, I'm connected right in between, I mediate. I don't fit in, I just stand out in this bitch, bound to be great. Come on, like a eagle, I kill any nigga, turn into a snake. Like a tiger king, got a jungle, bitch, I'm never break. Quit to cut a little bitch off, I could never hesitate. Rest in peace, granny, in your soul.
I want y'all to know something. You seeing a lot of tornadoes over water now. Yet, don't get me wrong, I think Colorado or North Dakota, one of the two just had an EF5 tornado. We ain't had an EF5 tornado in the United States since the 2012. When shit was peaking then, and like consciousness was peaking in 2012. That's what niggas don't know. Consciousness was peaking. Niggas was waking up talking about reptilians way back then, bro. This shit ain't nothing new. Niggas was talking about that. That shit was on the rise. And then what they do? They turn around and activate CERN on 2012. Shit ain't been the same since. Now niggas waking up again. They tried to activate CERN again last year. It was last year when we had them eclipses. And that shit didn't work. And it actually backfired. And it woke niggas up even more. So, I want you to know a lot of these tornadoes happening over water now for a reason. If you watch the movie Note 2, in Note, the little fucking ship, whatever the fuck that was, it could create tornadoes just like this, bro. It can create tornadoes just like this. There's something up there sucking up water. Because some of these anti-gravity engines and zero-point energy engines require excessive. They require a great amount of water in order to fuel them bitches, bro. Water can be used as a fuel source. Let's not forget the nigga that made the car that run on water. Then they got him up out of here. Water is plentiful, nigga. But these crafts are so big though. They require large amounts of waters which then you see shit like this. And then some tornadoes are regular tornadoes that's formed by storms from the hot air and cold air meeting each other in the middle, which causes chaos because they can't merge together. You got hot and cold air, they're two different vibrations, so it causes chaos. Or what I would like to call organized chaos, which is turns into then wind, strong ass wind, which then turns into a tornado. And you got other factors that play in, that take place. How powerful is the storm? How powerful is the rotation of the storm? Because some storms don't come with rotation. They just come with rain and thunder. But a little bit of wind. But some storms come strong as fuck and they come with rotation. And when storms come with rotation, they have the potential to create tornadoes on physical land. But yeah. So just letting y'all know that some of these tornadoes is natural tornadoes, and then some of these are crafts. And specifically the tornadoes you see above water, not the ones on land. The ones on land usually the natural ones, but the ones you see above water, that be crafts sucking up water. But yo ass is on land seeing that shit like, oh, it's just a water spout. It's a tornado. You feel me? Not knowing this craft is swirling this shit up straight into this bitch. Y'all, I don't even think, niggas, I'm finna pull that up real quick. And then we finna get into this shit. How open up water? It was a video that went viral. Niggas was like, what the fuck is this? I don't even think I can find it. They probably hid that shit on the internet so deep, nigga. Hold on. And these crafts dump water too. Oh God, they dump water. Not this AI shit. We not looking for the AI shit. My bad. Like this. Something like this. Something like this, right? Look at that. There's multiple of them. Multiple. This would never happen on land. You never see multiple tornadoes on land like this, bro. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you gotta think about it. The clouds themselves is already water, so it make it easier for them to pull that shit up like that or disguise them like that. You know, where it's like a swirl of water just coming up into the cloud, because that's all that's happening. That's not shit coming down. You gotta remember, tornadoes suck up shit when they be pulling, when they be coming by, and you feel that wind. And that shit get to blowing your ass back, and then they get real close, and then they start pulling. After a while, the tornado actually starts pulling you in. That's why you see shit swirling around that motherfucker on the outside, because it be pulling shit in, and then it be chunking that shit. So that's what's taking place with these crafts. They you know, when they sucking up this water, it's basically the same shit as them, or as a tornado you would see on land, just pulling shit in. It's just pulling water in, and then usually they go off and God damn, he just got his ass knocked out. I did not mean to go to that shit. Usually they dump water too after a while. Damn, I cannot find that one video, bro. It was literally just like a water going straight up into the sky, bro. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that shit. This video right here. This video right here. Look at this shit. Look at that shit.
Hi, it looks so scary. But before I tell you, please don't. If you see this
video. But this video right here went viral right here. This specific video went viral because it was literally just water being sucked up into the cloud. They're like, what the fuck is pulling that shit up there?
weird storm forming in the ocean, then do not.
Look at that shit. They're like, what the fuck? That's straight water. I'd be like, what the fuck is above my head pulling that shit? That's a what? So let me put my face on screen. Oh, wrong shit. It's getting real. And the reason why I say that is because something's on the way. Niggas gotta be mentally prepared for what's coming. Life is about to get ready to change. Y'all heard me talk about it. Say it many times. I be like, life won't be the same after 2025. It will not be the same after this year. 2026 is going to be a completely different ball game. I don't think, and what I mean by that, right, is we're going to wake up one of these days and you're not going to be able to go to work. We're going to wake up one of these days and we're not going to be able to pull our money out the banks. We're going to wake up one of these days and we're not going to be able to go shop at the grocery store how we usually do. We're going to wake up one of these days and it's going to be you're going to hear a bunch of booms and shit going on and don't know what the fuck is taking place. You see what I'm saying? Or certain shit popping up on the news and you feel me? We don't know. But what I'm getting to is, right, over the past few days, or really the past few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I'll say 2 or 3 weeks, past 2 or 3 weeks, I've noticed some shit. 3IATLAS has pulled up. This is not no coincidence, gang. I don't believe in fucking coincidences. Never whatsoever. I believe in quantum physics and quantum timelines and quantum entanglement, especially. Trump stopped funding NASA. So you can't check no radars, no satellite images, no nothing no more. I tried to go in there today just to see, like, hopefully it might be back up. I'm like, ISWA, because I like to check the magnetosphere, the magnetopause, and see what solar flares we be getting hit with, what solar flares we be getting hit with, and what solar winds is surrounding the planet. I can't check that. They cut all that off. So I'm like, wait a second. You telling me this nigga, right? You got this ugly ass scientist pull up out of nowhere and tell us, hey, yeah, there's a comet on the way. It could be an alien ship, nigga. I think we should take it serious. What your government do? They didn't stop. Nigga, NASA got too much money, nigga. This the shit that be pissing me off, because niggas believe that dumbass shit. Like, they treat niggas, the government treat people like children, bro. Simple. They're the daycare. Just a fucked up daycare. They treat niggas like children. They tell them some dumb shit, and niggas fall for it. Especially my people, because we the most gullible. But they tell you that, oh, Trump stopped funding NASA. No, the fuck he didn't. And even if he did, NASA got too much money. They got too much money to not keep track of what the fuck is coming in the solar system. Think about that. Soon as this motherfucker pull up, and it's on the outskirts of our solar system right now as we speak. It's on the outskirts. They sitting. As a matter of fact, my bad. This niggas on TikToks right now saying that bitch next to Mars, and they say it ain't even moving. It pulled up next to Mars and it's just sitting there. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Now, do I believe that shit? No, because I need to see actual images. And now that NASA shut down their shit, I can't see nothing. And then all we got is just AI shit. So anything I see, I'm like, how I know that ain't AI? See, we fucked up out here. All we gotta go off of is within. But I did have a strange dream about the moon last night. The moon came like extremely close to the earth. Like, I don't know if it was falling to the earth or it was just moving closer to the earth just because it wanted to be closer. But I know that, I don't know who I was with. I couldn't even see the motherfucker, but I just heard somebody say to me as the moon was coming closer to the earth, I just heard a voice saying that, that the moon is not natural to the planet Earth. That moon that you see up there is not natural to the planet Earth. And the reason why you're seeing it approach you right now is because you're about to see something be revealed. You're about to see something revealed on the moon that nobody ain't knew about. And when I say not just me, I'm saying all of us, nigga. We're all going to find out that what's going on the moon. The dark side especially, knowing that there's bases up there. Something's pulling up, nigga, back to headquarters. Simple. Something pulling up back to headquarters. So these niggas disable this shit right when this bitch pulling up. That don't make sense to me. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to this as well. Donald Trump is trying to go and put military in every city. Why? Niggas be thinking so three-dimensional. I swear to God, nigga. Niggas be like, oh, it's about yes, it's martial law. Don't get me wrong, because they need that for the New World Order. Of course, yeah. But it's not about no damn, oh, we finna go to war, or Trump just trying to take control of shit and be a dictator. That's not what that is. Trump ain't even calling the shots. He's not calling the shots. You niggas still think the president runs shit. You think every president in every country runs shit. No, the fuck they don't. It's the UN. And the UN, it ain't even them. It's the richest motherfuckers that, we know who that is. Rothschilds, Rockefeller, DuPont, Bill, the Gates family, nigga. Trump and them. Like, I mean, well, I ain't gonna say them, but niggas is trillionaires like the Rockefellers, J.P. Morgan, Henry Ford, Jacobs Rothschild, the DuPont, the Astor family, the royal family with the Queen Elizabeth and them. These niggas calling shots. And I still say them the puppets. Because we don't know that there's something on this earth that ain't human, that predate humans, that been on this earth with humans. But let me slow down though. Pay attention though. Donald Trump is trying to put military in every city. For what? Niggas ain't never just sat to think about that shit. Like, hold on. Why is he really? Is it really because of crime? Nigga, they feed off the crime. Why the fuck they want to stop their money now? Do you not know these niggas make money off the crime, nigga? Every prisoner they put in the prison, nigga, they make money off of them. They like, we need to lower the crime rates. If you lower the crime rates, guess what? You ain't gonna have no more prisoners. You ain't gonna have nobody to take in to make money off of. And you gonna release niggas, because you got a lot of niggas that's getting released right now. You don't know who release date is getting released today. There's a lot of niggas that get released every day, gang. So if you think they gonna stop their own money, you's a fool. So It's a reason why he's setting shit up in every city. They're getting ready to stage a lot of shit, gang. A lot of shit. I want to play this video first, though. Because I had to explain, you know, these certain events or actions that's taking place. Like you clearly see that they're following up on something that's happening. This shit pulling up. They shut down the satellites. They said we don't need no public people seeing this shit. Only we gonna see this shit. You think NASA can't still watch that shit? You crazy as fuck. They know what the fuck it is pulling up. They don't want niggas to know. They like, fuck that. We gonna tell these dumbass niggas, us citizens, yeah, it ain't nothing going on, gang. We just gonna shut this down because he stopped funding us. Really? So they still watching. They see what that is pulling up. They don't want the public to know because niggas are panic. You got niggas panicking right now on TikTok. Talking about, yeah, niggas that still got, you got niggas out there in the public that still got their own telescopes and all this shit where they can see, you know, they can track shit in space. So-called space. And they like, niggas are seeing fleets of shit, not just this big ass comet called 3IATLAS. Atlas? Who's Atlas? The titan that holds the world on his shoulders? But it's not a coincidence that this bitch pulling up. People seeing this shit, and it's not just that's pulling up. You got people saying they're seeing fleets behind this shit coming. They're like, what the fuck is happening? But you gotta remember, most of the people ain't gonna believe that shit because they be like, oh, that could be AI. AI fucking up the internet. Go look at the Sora shit. Sora AI. Nigga, I was watching a video the other day of this fat nigga in the restaurant at a buffet or some shit like that. It was like, you been in here 6 hours, had the cops square. I thought it was a real video. Until I checked the comments, niggas talking about that Sora AI real as fuck. It was like, check the watermark on the video if you don't know this real. Nigga, I see a watermark that says Sora. I'm like, this AI? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, they're getting me now. That's not gang. I can't even laugh. Ooh, that shit's scary. I swear to God, I thought that shit was real. I was like, wow. I said, man, I don't know where we headed, but we're fucked. Niggas need to be ready for this fucking that's about to happen, gang. Y'all need to get ready. The mind fucking. I don't like shit like that, gang. We don't know, because now we not gonna know, even, I ain't even gonna get deep into all the different channels, news networks that could now potentially be using this shit. Lawyers using AI now. Niggas in college using AI to do all their college work for them now. I wish I had that shit. I ain't gonna count. See, AI can be good for certain shit, though. You see what I'm saying? But when you using this shit like this to trick niggas, and got niggas fucked up all around society, we can't tell what's real on the internet no more. I think it's time. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's time for a digital detox, gang. I think we need, and this is why we need to separate from the internet, gang. This sun gotta wipe that shit out. It's gotta hit us with a solar flare because it's gonna get bad. Niggas gonna lose their minds. Niggas is gonna go into spiritual psychosis, and that's something hard to break out of. For real. That shit's something hard to break out of. You said go deeper in on that. I'll do that a little later, but I'm going in. I gotta get this shit off right now, okay? I need niggas to see this. But if people find out what's really pulling up, they will panic, bro. You see the shit they showing us now. Well, when I say they, I ain't talking about your government. I'm talking about them niggas up there. Them niggas in them crafts. You see them everywhere. I seen them myself. I'm like, there's shit up there. I'm like, what the fuck going on, nigga? The shit I see, the shapes I see in clouds and shit, I'm like, that's a fucking big ass craft. I be like, god damn. I'm like, niggas don't see that perfect 90-degree angles in that bitch? Ain't no way. can call me on my rocker though. You can call me on my rocker though. You can call me crazy. They show you that shit straight and no. They give you this shit to make money off of you, to feed off your energy and imagination. They make money off your imagination. Niggas be like, I wish aliens was real, not knowing they're actually real. Niggas be like, I wish these ships would pull up, not knowing they already in the sky. Niggas be like, I wish I can get taken. Be careful what you wish for. Cause you got niggas right now on the internet talking about, yeah, I'm ready to leave this bitch and go somewhere else. Where you gonna go, nigga? Cause the niggas that's gonna come get you is gonna be careful what you wish for. Y'all remember all them white folks that was getting abducted in the 60s and 70s? Niggas was getting probed in their ass and shit, getting cut and getting incisions and injections and shit. Niggas coming back with radiation sickness and shit. Keep playing. Be careful what you wish for. And who gonna go anywhere? Especially the motherfuckers that believe in the rapture. Oh my God. You sick if you believe in the rapture, gang. I'm gonna tell you why. See, a nigga like me can actually tell you why you're sick. I can diagnose some of you sick, deeply occult, religious ass niggas out there. You think you finna leak? First of all, I gotta bring this example up every time. There's a child, plenty children on the planet right now, in chambers, in the dark, shackled up, being used for some of the most, how they say the word? Being used for the most insane acts. Disgusting acts that you could probably, whatever you could conjure up in your head, gang. That ain't never seen a day of light. And you mean to tell me a motherfucker that pray, all they gotta do is pray and their sins are forgiven. A rapist can pray and he's forgiven by God and he can go to heaven. And you talking about a rapture, you gonna leave the earth before that baby that's been through unmatched amounts of trauma. I can't believe I live amongst these people sometimes, bro. Sometimes I just can't believe I live amongst these type of spirits. Cause where's your intellect? More importantly, your morale, your ethics. I did a whole video about that. Morals and ethics. Where are your M&Es, nigga? Me. Where's your moral and ethics, nigga? Niggas crazy. Nobody going nowhere. Niggas is gonna stay right here and witness all this shit that's gonna take place. We gotta remember, we're heading in an age where there will be no 911. Niggas talking about a purge and shit. They gave it to you in the movie. There will be no, they not finna do no, oh, all crime is legal for one. They not finna do that shit. No, they not. Nigga, they just gonna shut that shit off. When shit start getting too real and shit start having it in the sky, niggas seeing fleets in the skies with their own eyes, nigga. They getting all these calls in, they shut everything down. Shut everything down. They say I'm dropping frames. I hope I'm still good. Hold on. There we go. My bad, y'all. It say I'm dropping frames on my OBS, so I had to make sure my shit's still running. I think it's just a little delayed though. But let me play this video, cause when all this shit get ready to go down and it go out, gang, I'm I'm gonna play that same video. I'm gonna play that same video Elder Khali be playing, gang. This was for, man, I remember this shit. They tried to hide this shit so bad, gang. Hold on. But when this grid go out and 911 go out, you gotta think on who you live around, bro. When the food runs short, because niggas keep waking up and they don't want to listen to these niggas. They go, oh, you don't want to listen to me? We finna take this. We finna take that. We finna take this. Think about it. You gotta think. We live amongst some crazy motherfuckers. Everybody buy out up with the boosters. With the boosters. See, niggas like me, when I be talking about the shit I talk about, when I be talking about the shit when it come up, I'm a Malcolm X type of nigga. I don't believe we supposed to be integrate. Like, I'm one of them. But when I just express shit like that, niggas feel a certain way. You feel me? Niggas feel a certain way. And niggas think like, oh, this nigga might be violent. Like, no, it ain't even the case. See, I don't want no violence on the planet. I just want everybody to know the truth. So that way we can all, because what's gonna hurt worse than anything physical is that emotional, nigga. I don't care what a nigga say. Nigga, what hurt worse? Getting hit in the eye in a fight and getting a black eye, or you walk in the house and you catch your bitch giving top to another nigga? What hurt worse? What hurt worse? You tell me what hurt worse. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I that black eye any day. But if I see my topping another nigga, I walk in, I got flowers for her, and she, what? That break a man's, fuck breaking your body. Have you ever had your spirit broken? On many occasions, not just once, on many occasions. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want no violence. I really don't even give a fuck what these niggas do out here. Let them do what they do, because they don't know we all being watched right now. We being watched. We being watched. Everywhere. I ain't talking about the government. I'm talking about these other entities that's here that ain't human. They watching everything. These niggas can tap into your phones too and see what you doing. Them niggas don't gotta touch ground to know what's going on. They can see everything, bro. They call them interdimensional beings because these beings come from the ocean. We talked about this in my last live, Planet Aquaria. We under a huge ass ocean. And there's many other civilizations here too that live under this ocean. This vast ocean. Because every video they show you of these UFOs, they always they not above, they always in some water. And then they come out that shit, and then they go even faster. And they call them ships. Listen to the name. What is a ship? Some shit that go through water, nigga. They don't call them bitches planes. They're like, oh yeah, that's them UFO ships. That's them spaceships. Spaceships. A ship that move through time and space, basically, is what you saying? Because all this space, when you move through space, what are you doing? You're moving through time. Time warps in space. But we ain't gonna get too deep into that. That's another topic for us. We're gonna do an astronomy live next Sunday about that shit. I gotta do an astronomy live, just talking about space and time and the physics behind that. But I'm gonna pull up this video, right? It's gonna get crispy. And just be ready to protect yourself and your loved ones, gang, when shit get out of pocket.
Labour has accepted Mr. Australia, Mr. Kerry.
Speaking of sinners as lights and the stars.
Alright. So, I remember seeing this video when I was younger. You feel me? That's the only reason, 2 reasons I know this video. Khali reminded me about this video when he played this shit. Cause I was like, damn, I seen this video when I was young. I was like, damn. I was trying to look for this shit for the longest and didn't know what the fuck it was until he finally showed it one day on one of his lives. This was some years ago though. You feel me? Like 2 or 3 years ago. One of his lives, he showed that shit. I was like, ain't no way my boy know this video. But this video right here holds some weight. Now, I don't know who the fuck Rilon is. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know who this nigga is. But I just know this message right here, some grease though. Cause this was, niggas was telling them. Like this shit just, niggas was telling them what's been going down, what's happening, and what's finna take place in the near future. Simple.
We speak to you now. You send this thing as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world and the beings on other worlds around you.
Listen to that. The course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world. You think they talking about nukes? No. You think he talking about nukes? No. He's talking about AI, bro. He's talking about AI because he knows where this is heading. He knows humanity is going to merge himself with some shit that you can't undo, and that's going to be a problem. You feel me? Especially when this AI begins to take its own form of thinking. This is the vessel of the Antichrist. But it says not only that, it says you must take the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world and the beings on our worlds around you. We not just the only ones, gang. Never been the only ones.
Threatens your world and the beings on other worlds around you. This is in order that you may share in the great awakening.
Listen to this. This is in order that you may share in the great awakening as the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius. Everybody talking about that shit now. Now everybody talking about, yo, we in the age of Aquarius, y'all. We in the age of Aquarius. Niggas, this is 2009. And this video of this broadcast being interrupted by whoever the fuck this was. This shit still ain't been debunked yet, neither. This was in 1977 when this shit happened. Niggas just managed to recover that shit. Later in 2009. But sauce. Niggas was telling niggas about this shit. And it's like, I don't know how this shit work. I mean, I can't say I don't know how this shit work, but it's just like, you know, it's a lot to it, bro. It's a lot to it. You gotta think about that. Niggas back then was probably like, what the fuck is the age of Aquarius? I would have been. When I seen this shit, I'm like, what the hell do you mean by age of Aquarius? But now that I'm, you know, at the age I am now, and knowing what the age of Aquarius is and what Aquarius stands for as well, I'm like, yeah, it's getting greasy. Every so amount of years we go through a certain age, zodiac age, or you got the Hindus, you go through a certain you got like the Kali Yuga or some shit like that, and you got these different phases of what I want to call it, like the way the society is going to be. Like, okay, you transitioning from the Piscean age of believing into the Aquarian age of knowing. So a lot of the society is going to transform. There's going to be a change that's going to take place, a metamorphosis that's going to take place amongst humanity. The ones with that old age thinking is going to get weeded out, whether they like it or not. You feel me? They're going to get weeded out. You better fit in where you get in. But all that, the ones with that old age thinking, they're gonna be, boom. The ones with the new age thinking is gonna move forward because they seen this. They like, okay, we know that this age is gonna be like this. This gonna take place. All this shit gonna be revealed. We got to be mentally ready for this because a lot of different mental games is going to take place. War is no longer going to be, well, it's still going to be physical, but this war is going to turn more spiritual and mental. So there's going to be a lot of mental attacks and shit that's going to take place too as well, but also a lot of mental growth and development. So yeah, I think like niggas back then are probably like, what the fuck? And now you look at a person looking back, you take this video to anybody right now, they gonna be like, oh yeah, this nigga telling the truth. They like, he telling the truth. Because we all been talking, everybody talking about this shit now. We know what age we in. We aware of this shit as humans because we ancient. This shit in our DNA is coded in our DNA.
As the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius. The new age can be a time of great peace and evolution for your race, but only your rulers are made aware of new forces that can.
Look, they trying to disrupt it. They trying to cut that shit out. It says the new age can be a time of great peace and evolution for your race. So who is he talking to? You gotta think about this. Who is he talking to? Because look, he says, but only if your rulers are made aware of the evil forces. Who is he talking to? He can't be talking to my people. He can't be talking to us. Because what the fuck we supposed to do? These niggas running shit. You feel me? I mean, I know what we supposed to do because we not doing it. We supposed to be getting back, standing together. We supposed to be taking all our children. We supposed to medically evaluate, heal, diagnose our children with that. And what does that require? That requires a nigga studying. That requires gaining some knowledge. But see, a lot of my people mentally lazy because they had to strip books from niggas. Niggas in the 60s and 50s was reading them books like a motherfucker. Because you have to think, we always been smart. When niggas was telling us, oh, you can't read or write, make sure them don't read and write. Make sure they don't do that shit. We thinking like, hold on, why do you don't want us to read and write? We telling ourselves in our head that shit, like, we finna study y'all shit real quick. Studying all kind of shit. We like, oh shit. They like, oh, hit them with that poison. We gotta hit them with that crack. We gotta hit them with them guns, and we gotta hit them with that hip hop music. You feel me? God, that shit fucked us up. Now look at us. You feel me? I'm not saying we still don't got excellence every now and then, but compared to back then, everybody, all of us was excellence, nigga, and we all stood together, no matter what. So when you wondering who's this nigga speaking to, he gotta be speaking to the Rothschilds in them. Who was them? That's them Caucasoid folks. The 13 bloodlines, as they call them. Not the peasant white people. The peasant white people is the ones that's in the middle class and the poor class. Them rich ones, them mega millionaire, yeah, them. Not even them. Some of the mega millionaires don't even know. It's them trillionaire niggas, them bloodline, them special families that don't never gotta work a day in their life. They the ones that fund every war across the globe. They the ones decide if you should get that buyout or not. These the hybrid families, bro. These the families that is part human and part, you feel me? Snake man, reptile man, whatever you want to call it, nigga. They be like, oh, them niggas shapeshifting. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do, bro. Did you not know they started cloning shit back in 2000 and, oh, I was looking for my lighter. There we go. Do y'all not know they started cloning shit back in 2011? You think they can clone a body? Anyways, we ain't getting into all that. He talking to them. And then he said, but only if your rulers are made aware of the evil force. Because you gotta remember, they still the puppets. Who was the rulers? The nigga that's in that Bible, or that Quran, or that Torah, that says, worship me, for I am a jealous God. Don't worship no other guys out there. Because them niggas don't fuck with you like I fuck with you. And if you leave, I'm going to still kill you anyway. That Old Testament. Like, damn. Ain't jealousy a sin? And then you got, here come the technical nigga. They be like, oh, envy is really envy, and envy is a sin. Jealous and envy is the same thing. You don't like somebody because it's something that they got that you don't. or they left you for something that's better. Like it's not that. Anyways, the being in that Bible, that's their ruler. Especially the fucking, don't get me started. I don't want the Jews, nigga. Them niggas. And I gotta watch my tongue, nigga. They're rulers, cause they're still the puppets. They don't even know they don't even know how deep this shit go themselves. But they're rulers. These ETs posing as gods. Gods. Lords. Lords. Which is just a title. I'm pretty sure we can all say right now, there's something non-human, and the best description we can give it, even the Dogo tribe know about them. They call them something else. They call them the Chatui or something like that. The Chatui or something like that. Because that's where David Icke, if you know the white nigga David Icke that was talking about the reptilians, he got that shit from Credo Mutwa, who was like, I think he might still be alive, he might not, I'm not sure. But he was one of the members of the Dogon tribe that was still living. And he spoke about that. Like, yeah, we know about them niggas. Them niggas been here on Earth. Then, you feel me? We learned about them from the Nomos, which is some beings that come from the ocean. And they know about the layout of the stars. But the Dogon tribe, they knew about this shit. And that's where David Icke got that shit from. And David Icke, that's when he started talking about reptilian shapes. They all in Hollywood and da-da-da-da-da. Because, David Icke was seeing shit. So he's like, when he was seeing the shit, the best description he could give it was a reptilian humanoid. It looks like a reptile, a human reptile. That's the best thing he could say. So when he found out about that nigga Credo Mutwa, and went to talk to that nigga Credo Mutwa, and he told him the description, he was like, oh yeah, that's the Chatui, nigga. That's them niggas. Yeah, and they drink blood. So we were well aware there is something on this goddamn planet, gang, that ain't human, that's been here for a minute and is running shit. Go by many names: Baal, Satan, Shaitan, Moloch, Baphomet. I don't give a fuck. This entity not playing no games with niggas. And this entity is mentally fucking niggas. Like, I'm talking about giving you the deepest... I know this entity black, because he giving you the deepest mind fuck strokes, nigga. He got niggas divided up to the smallest degree. He got niggas arguing about if the earth is flat and round. He got niggas arguing about which rapper is the best rapper, what celebrity is the richest celebrity. We don't give a fuck. Can you find the babies that's coming up missing? Y'all taking them to Area 51 and the Dolce base and all these military underground bases and kidnapping them in hospitals and shit too. And y'all don't want to tell nobody this shit. Niggas wonder why so many kids going up missing. Because them niggas eat them. When y'all niggas gonna learn that? We don't even know what's in the meat. Let's keep it $1.50. We don't know what we eating nowadays. Let's keep it real. Niggas don't know what we eating nowadays. We don't know what we eating. Why you think Bill Gates and them bought up all the farmlands, nigga? That's for him. That ain't for us. Niggas thought he bought that shit so he could fuck with the vegetation. Yeah. But he really bought up that shit so he can get all that shit for him. That's why the crops is dying right now. Because Mother Nature, like, that's not finna go down like that. You not finna get off with an easy pass, nigga. You finna suffer too. Everybody gonna feel this shit. So I'm finna
Shadow their judgments. Be still now, and listen, for your chance may not come again.
That's some crazy shit, nigga. You don't get another chance. This, when he said that, what I thought about just now is Avengers Endgame. Remember, they only had one chance to beat that nigga Thanos, nigga. That's what's really going on here right now. We got one chance to pull ourselves out of this shit we got ourselves in. We got one chance to just finally stand up and say, fuck y'all niggas. We finna do us. We got the plastoline nigga. You feel me? We got the plastoline nigga. We don't fuck y'all guys. We finna get him. And he gonna be for the people. We got a nigga that know how to do this. We finna get him. He gonna be for the people. We got Rollo building homes. We got Rollo building homes. We gonna get him. And he gonna be for the people. He not gonna work for y'all motherfuckers. The only time we gonna work with y'all is to get some shit off y'all. Maybe some equipment or something that y'all got that we ain't got yet. And we know y'all will take money any day. So we'll get y'all. You feel me? Like, other than that, y'all can't work with it nothing. But it's so many bright minds out there, gang. That's the problem with society. A lot of people thinking they look on these phones on social media, see people doing this and doing that, and think, oh, you know, I can't do that, or this, that. Like, y'all gotta, like, stop letting society limit you, nigga. Everybody got talent. That shit, when you see niggas up there celebrity, that shit rigged. It's all rigged. Niggas buy bots. I don't even know how the fuck you do that. Niggas bot farm or some shit like that, where they got a bunch of phones doing it. It's crazy work. So niggas get, everything is rigged. Everything is numbers now. That's how deep the Matrix getting. Everything is numbers now. Money ain't even real. How many of y'all really even got cash on you? I know some of y'all got cash on you, but most of your money on what? The bank. That shit just numbers. Niggas like, yeah, we need to get that cryptocurrency. Do you know what crypt means? Crypto? Take out the O. Do you know what crypt means? That's some shit that be where cemeteries and shit is at, where dead people at. A dead currency. Cause when that shit collapse, what you gonna have? Bitcoin ain't backed by no gold. Bitcoin ain't backed by no apples. Bitcoin ain't backed by no cotton. Bitcoin ain't backed by no rice. Bitcoin ain't backed by no land. It's just a cryptocurrency. That's why they want niggas to get. They like, we got niggas. If we can get niggas to believe in this fake ass dollar that ain't backed by gold no more. All global currencies are not backed by nothing. You can Google this. All global currencies are fiat currencies. Fiat is just a fancy name for fake. Monopoly. Monopoly, gang. That shit all numbers. So when you got people believing in that, they're like, if we can get niggas to believe in this, we can get them to believe in something even faker called cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and all this other shit. Remember the NFT shits? The NTS, whatever you call them, NFTs? Remember the NFTs? Them bitches don't exist no more. See how fast that shit went? Crypto finna do the same thing. The only reason it's gonna keep going up is because AI keep going up. But when that sun start wiping out the grid and start causing a lot of technology issues, that shit gonna go down. And when niggas be like, damn, I ain't got, what can I do? I need to sell this for something. What you gonna sell it for? Niggas don't want that. It ain't backed by nothing. It ain't got no asset behind it. You got something called assets. Money used to be backed by a tangible asset called gold. You got another tangible asset, food. Food don't last as long as gold, but it's something worth having, nigga, because you gonna eat it at some point and get hungry. Every day you get hungry. Money ain't backed by no land. It ain't backed by no precious gems or no shit like that. Something tangible that could be used for some iron, silver. Cooked. We're cooked. If we was to have a Great Depression, the only reason niggas survived the Great Depression back then because money was still backed by gold. And not too shortly after the 1920s of the Great Depression, niggas had a gold rush in the 1930s. This basic history right here. Right after the Great Depression, in the 1930s, if I'm correct, niggas had a gold rush. Niggas just started coming up off that gold. But just previously, niggas was down bad in the Great Depression because of the damn World War. But if we was to get hit with that today, a lot of people not gonna make it.
All your weapons of evil must be removed. The time for conflict is now past, and the race of which you are a part may proceed to the higher stages of its evolution, if you show yourselves worthy to do this. You have but a short time to learn to live together in peace and goodwill. Small groups all over the planet are learning this, and exist to pass on the light of the dawning new age to you all.
Listen to this right here. This is important. This part is very important. Small groups all over the planet are learning this, learning about this knowledge about what's going on the planet. They said, and he says, and these small groups exist to pass on the light of the dawning, the knowledge of this new age that's finna come to us. Well, that's what he mean by dawning. This new beginning, this new age that's finna come in. You know what's dawning? You got dusk until dawn. Dawn is what? When the sun coming up. You feel me? So you got this new age that's coming up. And these small groups exist to pass this shit on to you. There's plenty of us out here. You see plenty of people out here talking about all kind of shit. I mean, it's not even motherfuckers on the internet. It ain't these motherfuckers with all these followers neither. It's motherfuckers in just public. Some people that you would think is bots ain't bots. You gotta remember, not everybody around you. This shit get deep. Some people bots. They just NPCs. You feel me? A shellless vessel. Empty vessel. We on just with a basic neutral energy, because you gotta remember, spirit electricity comes in three forms: neutral, which is the NPCs, negative, which is these chaotic and demonic spirits, and then positive, which is your angelic and light spirits, light worker spirits. Or three types of souls. You got the lost souls, which is your regular NPCs. Your enlightened souls, which is these motherfuckers you see spit knowledge out here. And then you got your corrupted souls, which is these negative motherfuckers out here. You know, the sick side of the world that you see, like the killers, the rapers, the kidnappers, these murder serial killers, all these weird motherfuckers out here. That's them negative spirits. Electricity comes in three forms. So that's why, yes, sometimes you see people, yes, they don't have an inner voice in their head. They don't talk to themselves in their head. Because their spirit is neutral. NPC, they're just here to exist. Simple. Then you got the other motherfuckers, the energy vampires and the archon spirits and shit like that. You know, your onis and asuras and shit. All these fucking being jinns and shit. That's your negative. They carry a negative electricity, a negative charge. And then you got people like you and others that carry a positive charge. And these is the small groups that's passing on this light, is those with the positive charge. This simple science right here. You can put this shit with the spiritual. Because physics, when they study physics, what they don't tell you is, when they be studying physics and shit, they're literally just studying about the spiritual realm. Literally. They just put a scientific name for it. They ain't know what to call it. They're like, what the fuck are we studying? Let's call this shit quantum physics. What does quantum mean? Down to the smallest shit that you can't see with the naked eye. Most of the shit you can't see with the naked eye, what's that? The electromagnetic light spectrum, molecules, atoms, certain creatures like microorganisms, like mites, dust mites and shit like that. You can't see that shit with the naked eye. Parasites, viruses. You can't see none of that. elements. So these small groups exist, bro. Many of us out here, but we just spread amongst around the planet. We spread out in different spots around the planet, because that's gonna cause a ripple effect. That's gonna cause a more efficient ripple effect instead of having all of us in just one spot. Remember, one thing I say about the 144,000, right? We don't know who that is, but we will know soon in the end of this game. All I gotta say is, one person out of 144,000 can take down 100,000 demons, nigga. Just one out of 144,000 can take down 1,000,000. Fuck 100,000, they can take down 1,000,000 demons by themselves. And a couple demon gods, toe to toe. Now imagine the whole 144,000 standing. So they're spread amongst the planet. You feel me? Because that's gonna allow them to spread their light and their energy at a more efficient level in a quicker rate. So these beings that's pulling up, let me put my face back. Hold on. So let me put this shit back, right? Cool. He said, quick question. Have you looked into the ionization pulses from the T alert 9120B interact with the local aquatic systems? I ain't seen that. He said, do not ignore my connection. Nigga, I couldn't even see the chat. But no, I ain't seen that shit, bro. I'm gonna have to look into that shit. Whatever it is, I'm gonna look into it. But yeah, niggas gonna understand that just one can take down all. We spread amongst the shit to kill the shit. Now, what's pulling up ain't no. What's pulling up to the planet ain't friendly. I'ma just say that. I told y'all, anytime they stage some shit, it requires real blood. Remember that. So when an attack happens, when they make contact, and then after the contact, when an attack happens, and real blood is shed, they gonna tell you that these are evil entities, not from this earth, and we all need to come together. Not knowing these entities are from here. There's just another group of them that was in a different part of space. And when they found out what was going on, they like, okay, reinforcements, we gotta pull up. We gotta keep hold of this planet. We gotta keep hold of these souls so we can keep feeding off this flesh in the physical. This is the best taste they ever had in the physical. Humans are not the only apex predators. You're not. The same way life works on our planet, it works the same way in the galaxy, in the universe, in the solar system. There's other things out there. So what's pulling up ain't friendly, and what's pulling up is not friendly. It's your draconian species. It's a fleet. They're pulling up because it's time for them to stage this event, and it's time for them to introduce what y'all would know as the Antichrist, they leader. They tell you in every book, Bible, whatever, they introduce it as the Antichrist, whatever you want to call it, the Dajjal, Lucifer, the wicked one, nigga. I don't care. This is their entity that they've been instilling in your head. Cause when this shit take place, you're not gonna know what's what. And then when this entity pull up and introduce himself, like, yeah, we're here to help, niggas gonna fall for it. And like, just listen to your government and join this one world order and get these chips. This shit, and that's just scratched the surface. Now, if I get deeper with this shit, niggas gonna call me crazy. I'm telling you. But do you think I give a fuck? Fuck no. This shit is not the New World Order shit. That ain't even that's just the tip of the iceberg. It don't even scratch the surface of what's really finna take place. It's a more cruel order finna take place, bro. I told niggas, I'm like, why? The only reason you would need niggas to merge themselves with that shit is because you trying to take over niggas' brains so you can use them for whatever you need to use them for. War, maybe? Who knows? Intergalactic war? Who knows? I'm just saying, who knows? But these beings gonna pull up first. And then Elite Squad Avengers gonna pull up after these niggas pull up. Because they need us to see them first. We gotta see what the Antichrist look like before we can see what the Christ look like. They even said that shit in the Bible. You gotta see what the wicked one look like before you can see what the heavenly one look like. And they ain't even they the heavenly ones. But you ain't gotta worship them niggas though. You just give thanks to them. Yeah. Because there's ships around this bitch moving with us on them, bro. Beings that look just like black people. Go look at the movie Wakanda. I told you, they showed you the shit in Wakanda where they got their own ships. They got a hidden city somewhere. There's some shit like that in the ocean. I keep telling niggas. That's why these crabs keep coming out the ocean. These niggas is coming out the ocean and they observing. They trying to figure out what is going on up here. They are so far down there though. Well, I ain't gonna say down there. Let me chill. I ain't gonna say down there. Cause you gotta remember we already in a big ass ocean. We just inside a firmament. But these beings are able to come from, they don't even gotta go through the firmament. They're able to come from under. They're able to come up from up and under. Through our own ocean. From out the great ocean. Which I like to call it. Or the primordial waters as I like to call it. They're able to come from out of there into here. Through our oceans. And then they popping out. And some of them already got civilizations established. Stations and shit like that in our ocean. That's why we can't go down there. We can't. It's either two things. Either them niggas really don't got the technology to go that far down, or two, they have the technology to go that far down, and what they seen down there, they don't want nobody knowing about. Simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. There's gonna always be some shit more advanced than you that can do more than you. It's life. You can do more than an ant. Simple. You can do more than a damn bee. A bee can't make no tools or make intergalactic crafts or write and read and or speak to, well, they can't speak telepathy. I ain't gonna lie about that. But you get what I mean. We're in the avatar. They're in the animus. And the animus is the animal. But animal, Annie, the word Annie, A-N-I, means animate, life. Where does life come from? The mother Annie, or Ani. But you got animus. All the animals you see, them is real spirits and souls, nigga. They're just in a different body called the animus. Or which in English terms, in scientific terms, an animal. But an animus is something out of some Assassin's Creed shit. I play Assassin's Creed and I learned some spiritual shit from that motherfucker. I'm like, that's what that shit is? But we are in something called an avatar, though. An avatar. Something like a video game. You control this motherfucker. You do everything with this bitch. You experience this whole reality with this shit. You get experience, just like a video game. You need, in order to level up, what you need, experience. Life experiences. Somebody snake you, be like, okay, I know to watch for niggas like them. You feel me? You trip over a certain part of the sidewalk, you're like, okay, every time I come out, I know that part of the sidewalk messed up. You feel me? You accidentally leave the pot a certain way on the stove and then knock it over, or you're like, okay, I need to keep my pot like this. That's experience. You learn. You gain knowledge. And what do? You start to level up in life. You able to, and by level up, that increases your survivability rate in life. This shit is just genuinely like a video game. It don't get no more. I can't explain this shit no more descriptive than that. This shit literally like a video game. You got render distance to my Minecraft niggas that play Minecraft. You gotta turn your render distance up in order to see farther on the map. But if your render distance is low, you ain't gonna be able to see everything, and then it's gonna be like a fog and shit. It's just like that in real life. Your eyes is like what? Cameras. They call your eye lens. Your eye lens, your lens of your pupil. This shit literally it's all technology. It's a video game. Best way I can explain it. And we ain't the only ones playing this game of the gods. See, this game is called the game of the gods. That's what niggas gonna learn. And like I told niggas, humans means humans. I don't care what niggas think they is. Humans is still gods. My bad, let me not fuck that up. A specific group of humans is gods. But also the word human, man, really means physical being. So that's where that word man comes from. It don't really, I mean, yeah, it do determines gender, but you know, this is why you see in the body like man, They talk about physical being, the physical being, the man, the woman, really, because you get the woman first, and then you get man, because man doesn't have what? A womb. He doesn't have a womb. So that's how that woman got her name, woman. They just removed the B in that bitch. Wait, let me not say B. They just removed the B in that word. You feel me? But yeah, men don't have a womb. They wasn't born with a womb. So that's what makes them men, just men. That's how you able to tell the difference between these physical beings known as humans too. And notice the word hue. Hue means many different colors. So man can come in many different colors. But there's only a specific group of men that doesn't come with a color. And we know who that is. Because they skin can't take the sun. It's translucent. And when I say that, I'm not saying that to like attack them niggas. I just want them niggas to know so they can protect themselves and learn how to better protect their families. Because that sun, it's only gonna get hotter, bro. It's only gonna get hotter. But they skin, they don't have a color, bro. It's translucent. Translucent means you can see through it. That's why you can see the veins and all that shit. I done told this nigga many times. So we're different than them. And then you got my people, some of my dumbass people out there that go out there and feel like, oh yeah, cause I got these God genes that make me better than them. No, it don't. Cause it really, you gotta remember, to my brothers and sisters out there that's enlightened, the first motherfuckers that's gonna take you down is your own people. Remember that. It's gonna be your own people first. Because not the white man, but the Jews have learned to fuck with your mental so much that we hate each other. The black man don't like the black woman don't like the black man don't like the black man, and the black woman don't like the black woman. I'm like, what the fuck is this division? What is that? And then the brothers, we get it so bad. We got everything just on our necks, like back. We just on the ground, like it's a hydraulic press, gang. It is. You got our women saying this shit about us. You got these motherfuckers saying this shit about us. You got the Russian motherfucker. Like everybody just look at the black man and be like, yeah, them niggas. I just be like, damn. Cool. You feel me? I ain't tripping on that. Cause I know my worth and I know who I am, and I know what I carry in my skin is something that your people still use to make their technology. Y'all going in my tombs and robbing my bank account of all this gold, nigga. Niggas talking about we broke. Nigga, we ain't. Black people always been some money getters, nigga. We can go back to the Egyptians. We can go back to the oh yeah, even the Native Americans, nigga. They had the 7 cities of Chiabola, nigga, which was in New Mexico, the 7 cities of gold. There was so much gold all the way from California, Arizona, New Mexico, and certain parts of northern Mexico. And that's why they had the gold rush in the 1930s. Took all that land, all that shit, nigga, shit gone. Gone. You took shit out of my bank account, nigga. You owe me. That's crazy work. Niggas like to say my people lazy. When my ancestors built these highways, railroads, and these motherfucking buildings, nigga, and picked so much cotton for you that you still got some of that shit today. Are you serious? You crazy. Not only that, because see, I can speak on this. I got real land that was stolen from me in Mississippi, nigga. That I'm native to. Got blood right to. Choctaw, Mississippian, nigga. Well, they call it New Augusta, but it's really Old Augusta, nigga. The Old Augusta Village. Hidden Leaf Village, nigga. Fuck you mean? But they took that, turned it into a city, and now, I mean, that's what they did, and that's what Martin Luther King found out. He was like, they taking all our land and they giving it to they taking all they people from Europe and shit, the poor people in Europe, bringing them over here, immigrants. They're bringing them over here, giving them our land that they stole from us through either faulty contracts or through just brute, violent force, and gave it to them and taught them how to grow crops, how to do this, and then put us on reservations. And then when we did start doing our own shit, niggas just start going tearing it down. Tried again, teared it down. Tried again, bombed it. Tried again, set it on fire. I'm like, okay, we like shit. What can we do? Then we integrated with niggas. That's where we fucked up at. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck how a nigga feel. When it come to me and mines, nigga, when it come to me and my people, nigga, we should never did that. Now we gotta follow their laws. Them ain't our laws. Can we get a say so? Can we be like, all pedophiles should get the death sentence, not 1 year probation? Are you serious? We should be able to throw some shit in there. You took the, I'm just saying, this our land. By birthright and blood right. That's why we curse this shit. That's why y'all homes be hunting and shit. Niggas be seeing ghosts in the corner of their room, slamming doors and shit. That's why y'all homes be hunting and shit. Cause we cursed this shit after y'all took it. They give you movies like Insidious and shit, cause they be having a sleep paralysis and shit, and you be getting attacked by demons and shit. Cause the land is cursed, nigga. Especially New Orleans. Out there in Louisiana. Niggas put a mean hex over that land after colonizers took that shit. That was the Spanish though. That wasn't the Britain. That wasn't Great Britain in them yet. That was the Spanish. So we gonna learn a lot, bro. We gonna learn a lot. My people need to stop being so shocked. Niggas getting upset. Well, you got every right to get upset, but niggas be shocked that we still get noosed up, nigga. We still get put on a noose. Niggas be shocked that we still get gunned down. Niggas be shocked that we still get treated like this, treated like that, treated like this, treated like that, treated like this, treated like that. I mean, we integrated with the niggas. We live with our abusers, nigga. Simple. You think these niggas was gonna ever change? They teach this shit to their kids. Now, some of these kids, don't get me wrong, they ain't fucking with that shit. And like, man, why you still on this shit? And when I look, you got some of these kids that's going out here and studying our history. They're like, man, these folks really ain't never did shit to they ain't never did shit to us. Why y'all keep telling us we need to hate these niggas and they bad people? The only reason they bad people because we put the crack in their neighborhoods. We put the drugs in their neighborhoods. We put the guns there. But that's just the minority out of the majority. Majority of them, they passing the shit down to their kids. Shit ain't gonna never change. People will never change. They can't. As a collective, I'm not just talking individually. As a collective, they can't change. They never will. That's what my people have to learn. Niggas be getting mad and getting to a certain extent. I really don't give a fuck if a motherfucker is racist and just calls me a nick. You feel me? You call me the N-word, I'm like, I can't beat your ass, because if I beat your ass, I'm gonna get an assault charge by who? Your people. So you gotta let niggas can't be getting shocked and upset. That's the same shit that's still going on. I don't, as a collective. And my people, and the only way my people gonna realize that shit. See, I'm telling y'all think I'm lying. It's gonna take bloodshed for my people to wake up to that shit though. Just like motherfuckers felt the way about what I said about our women dating their men. Now look, I can't tell nobody to love how they love, but be careful of the risks. Because if anything happened, that's on you. You chose it, you deserve the outcome. That's the outcome you felt like you deserved. Simple. Same with the niggas. These niggas be like, oh yeah, I want me a snow bunny. And when your ass get locked up cause she called the cops on you for a fake rape charge, you fucking deserve it, nigga. Because you don't know the history, nigga. Nigga, this is shit our great-great-great-grandparents was telling my great-great-grandparents and telling me, nigga. Be careful them folks. Don't you... You want to end up like the nigga on Get Out? You better quit playing. I'm not saying all of them are fucked up like that. Some cool, you can keep me, whatever. But some, they play that friendly card with you, reel you in, and now you cooked. And the reason why I'm saying that, because every race of people know the black man and black woman is the most vulnerable right now. They're like, oh, these niggas so separated, we can step in and start taking some of them. Maybe I can save my bloodline. Because I know that we're dying faster than we can be born, and these motherfuckers is populating. You think that. You think that. You're just only speeding up the process. That's why they all in shock right now, nigga. They running, they scrambling, they doing this, they doing that. They acting more erratic now. You got motherfuckers just randomly getting up and shooting. Out here in Austin, motherfuckers shoot a grandparent and her grandchild. A grandparent and his grandchild. They was just on their way to Target. Nigga pull up and shoot them for no reason. Steal their car, wreck it. And then when the police ask them, they like, why did you do that? He gonna tell them, God told me to do it. I can't remember. I can't. I say I can't remember. I can't believe. I just can't believe I live amongst these people sometimes. Everybody. This not just. Don't get me wrong. I love my people, and I'm gonna always rock for my people. But this go for everybody, bro. Some of my people I just look at. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna never grow. Still ghetto. Want to carry that hood mentality, being loud everywhere. That sometimes it ain't gotta be like that. They took what we used to do and applied it to them, and what they used to do, they took it and applied it to us. Have you not noticed when we was like classy, chill, laid back, fresh in the motherfucker, money up? Them niggas was violent as shit and hating on us. Started wiping us out, made us broke, make sure they forcefully bankrupt us so we can be further pushed into their system. And now they took what we used to do and they doing that shit. Ain't that a bitch? And then now we taking what they do and we killing each other in the streets, doing this, acting wild, acting like a damn gorilla. Simple. That's supposed to be their role, not yours. You supposed to be acting like a tree. What a tree do? That motherfucker be chilling. And don't nobody fuck with a tree. You can't punch no tree. That motherfucker strong as shit. Break your hand. But yeah. Got some shit in my eye. So now that's what I'm saying. I look at some of you like, bro, we ain't gonna never grow. Some of us just ain't gonna never grow, bro. That's how unhealed them niggas is. When you put it like this, y'all wanna know why some people don't act their age? It's because they're still unhealed. They're unhealed. When you're when you're spiritually and emotionally unhealed, bro, that causes your brain to become underdeveloped. And I'm not seeing growing wise. I'm saying certain parts of your brain will be inactive. When you look at shit under a memogram, I think that's what they call it. Or what they call it? Oh, what they call it when they scan the brain? An MRI. When they do the MRIs, or I think a mammogram is another. I might be wrong. I don't know what. Let me Google a mammogram real quick. Hold on. Let me Google a mammogram. Oh, my bad. That's for breast cancer. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking of breast cancer. But when they do the MRI scans on the nigga brain, they can see what parts is active, what is inactive. What parts is communicating with each other, because certain parts of your brain communicate with each other when certain shit happens and certain reactions happen to your spirit. So when you got motherfuckers that's unhealed, certain parts of their brain are inactive, gang. Those higher parts of their brain are inactive. So they not as mature as they should be. They don't make the right decisions as they should, and they 50 fucking years old, still fucking up. I can see if you was my age, buddy, but you're not. You got motherfuckers that still be fucking up at the age of 60, 50, 40 years old, bro. Motherfuckers go through a midlife crisis. What the fuck is that? Now, what the fuck is that? Now, I'm not knocking nobody that go through that shit, but I'm just saying, me, nigga, I know I'm gonna look back and be like, damn, I miss them days. But am I gonna get up and dress like a young nigga at the age of 40? No. At a certain age, you gotta change it up, nigga. You gotta put on the suits. You gotta put on the khaki slacks, nigga, with the dress shoes. You gotta change it up. You feel me? Come as an elder. That's that elder fit, nigga. You got the young nigga fit. You got the OG fit, and then you got the elder fits, nigga. When you reach a certain age, you gotta change up the fit game. You can't be still trying to act like you 16 or 20 or even 30. You can't. And you can't be 20 still acting like you in high school. I understand niggas just graduated 2-3 years ago. You in the real world now. This shit get greasy, gang. It do. It do. As long as you take care of yourself, though, you good. So, a lot of people on the planet unhealed, bro. And other people see my people are so unhealed and divided, they're like, we can come in and take that. Some coming in to try to somehow continue they you know, bloodline. Their specific bloodline. You got some that's on some weird shit. Want to get with them and then set them up. Never to be seen or heard of again. And then some just live regular NPC lives, which is cool to me. As long as that happens, I would rather that than the sick shit. Be careful who you fuck with. And then to the black man, it's so bad on us now. Our own women. We gotta watch out for every woman, nigga. To the black women, y'all just gotta watch out for them. You feel me? I hope the food is good. Make sure the nigga season the shit. But to my niggas though, we gotta watch out. You got bitches that want to get with you just to have a baby, then put you on child support. Don't let you never see the kid. Or you get with this one bitch, then you start getting up. She on some fuck shit. She cheated on you before you came up or whatever the case may be. You cut her off. Now you blowing up. She jealous. Now she telling the cops that you did something to her. Cops come and get you. Or you end up like the nigga on Get Out. Never to be heard of again. Never to be heard from again. Niggas is crazy, gang. These people been crazy for a long time. Look at some of the torture. Look at some of the punishments that they used on their own people during the medieval days. Putting niggas on stakes. Putting niggas on the wheel and spinning them till all they bones break. Putting a nigga, taking a pyramid-like structure and sitting the nigga ass on top of it until he splits apart. That's the shit they was doing. We could never do. I couldn't even stomach doing some shit like that. None of my people could, nigga. I don't care what a nigga in the hood. I'm telling you, you niggas in the hood ain't more gangster than these Caucasoids, nigga. These niggas vile. Vile. V-I-L-E. These niggas are vile. The acid in my stomach vile, nigga. When I seen the shit that they did to their own people just to punish them, I'm like, Jesus. But they don't want to do that to them pedophiles, though. A nigga steal a piece of bread from the local shopper, nigga. And the shopper goes snitch to the cops, nigga. They like, oh yeah, get that nigga the horse treatment. What is the horse treatment? They tie each and every one of his arm, leg to a horse. And then all the horses running and that shit stretching. I could never think of no shit like that. That's how violent them niggas is. Some of them get off to that shit. And you think they weren't doing that shit to us? After they managed to get a hold of us? Where do you think hanging come from? Hanging came from during the medieval days. When niggas did some shit they weren't supposed to do, and they do a trial, and they bring everybody there. They either did two things. They either hung the nigga, or they beheaded the nigga. With an executioner. That's where that shit come from. We ain't came up with that shit. They came up with that shit. And then brought that shit over here. And started hitting us with that shit. And eating niggas on top of that. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong? Like, damn. You eating us? Read the book, The Delectable Negro. Read the book, The Delectable Negro. You eating us, nigga? Making stews out of us? Hamburger? Man, I'm finna get on deadlock, gang. I'm finna get on dead. Oh, let me play one more video and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me play one more video and I'm gonna get up out of here. Hold on. Let me play one more video. Where is that? Ew! What? Hold on, where is that? We gonna go back. Oldest. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if I can find it. Where the fuck? Man, hold on. Let me, hold on. I got y'all. Give me a little second. Give me a little second. Let me see. Where was it at? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Where is that? I gotta play this because this is Grease. Wait, is this not the video? Yeah, here we go. Let me skip. I'm gonna play this last clip.
This is a small transmission of the local galactic government, part of the wider Commonwealth of 13 galactic clusters. You can refer to us in one word: Andromedians. You may have heard of us from other sources, but allow us to establish one critical fact.
Now look, when I play this, I just want you to listen to what's being said. I really don't care who the fuck this is, but I just know the message is important as shit, gang. I don't give a fuck if it was a ant. Start talking to me telepathically. He be like, hey nigga, you need to check this out. This was finna happen in the next coming years, nigga, and you gotta be ready for it. I'ma listen, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck you know that I don't? And if it makes sense and I can add it up, because if it don't add up, I'ma subtract. I'm like, okay, hold on, this ain't adding up. Tell me something. But if it add up and it makes something, like, hold on, this nigga might be right. But I don't give a fuck who the fuck this is, nigga. Just listen to what they saying, though.
During a galactic uprising that brought great destruction in 1/3 of this galaxy, certain groups of our Commonwealth joined forces with the Rebel Alliance. This alliance is led by the Draconian species, governed by 24 plus 3 council members.
And niggas wonder where that 24 council come from. The 24 elders and shit come from.
Under a high command.
I wonder where the 27 elders come from. 20, how many is what? How many Johnsons in the chromosome? 48 something? I think 48. Cause you got the masculine and the feminine.
This ruler goes by many names, most of which are recorded in your planet's history.
This ruler. Once again, they talking about this ruler nigga. Who was this ruler nigga? Satan. That's how he fooled the world. He didn't exist. He went by too many damn names. Niggas like, damn, all these damn names. What? Nigga got niggas like, who is this? Who is this individual? None of these names can't be his name, gang. We need to know who this individual is and why he got so much smoke with us. Simple.
Point being is that the rebel Andromedians have been acting as intermediaries between the Draconian Alliance and Earth.
Now look, that nigga, Free Rashad Jamal, he spoke on these niggas, the Andromedians. He said not all of them evil, but he said a certain group of them. I remember him saying this shit in the live. I think it was the extraterrestrial live, where he was starting naming all the different ones and talking about, what their purpose is. But he spoke on these niggas specifically and said a specific group of them was doing this shit right here. He said niggas is, some of them is good and then some of them is bad working alongside these niggas. Because it's certain technology that the Draconians don't got, that these niggas got, that they need. Because the Draconians, they are advanced, but they not as advanced compared to other species out here.
Medians have been
These niggas is space pirates, basically.
acting as intermediaries between the Draconian Alliance and Earth governments, which they have come to control. Their goal is the enslavement of your planet, the extraction of its resources and the complete extermination of all life. Then the Draconian fleet of 118 war planets, including its 2 flagships, will depart for a critical nerve node of the universal organism. We cannot and will not allow this to happen. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of
Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race. When he say race, he's talking about humans. He talked about the Draconians already. He didn't say the Draconians. He said an artificial race. A specific group of humans, nigga. That's what I'm saying. It's like these niggas pulling up. They telling these niggas something. And they like, y'all better get this word to these niggas too. Because we know about them. And we seen what y'all been doing to them. And they ain't do shit to y'all. And y'all fucked up for that. That's how they looking at it. They like, y'all fucked up for that. Y'all gotta... You need to fix that, or we gonna fix it for you. That's basically what these niggas saying, in hood terms. But he says your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet.
you consider native to your planet. It is not. During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them. This is our duty.
What do you mean by
You cannot enter a
What do you mean by that? During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them. We can't go to war with the military, nigga. We can't go to war with them niggas. We can't destroy what we can't stop these niggas from doing what they doing to the earth. Because of our current state. What do you mean by that? What he saying? We got an ascended state that we don't know about? Super Saiyan?
direct conflict with them. This is our duty. But what you can do is protect yourselves and survive until our arrival. Operative warning is, death rises in the east, but
Listen, death rises in the east. What's going on over there in the east? Israel killing... Man. You see what they doing to them folks over there in the east. Gaza and them. Gaza and them. Palestine. You see what they doing to them niggas over there. Death rises in the east. But the West, look, he says, but the West has been infiltrated by Eastern agents on all levels. Who are the Eastern agents? The fucking Jews. Them niggas. They in the they head of the CIA, head of the Supreme Court. The fucking president is a they own all the Hollywood movies. I mean, the Hollywood studio films, Warner Bros, Lionsgate, Sony Films. They own all the music labels. That ain't the white American man owning them bitches. He can't even own them bitches. No, they gonna own that shit first. Cause do you not know all them people over there don't work? They literally live off of our tax dollars. All our taxes pay them. So they don't gotta work over there. They just live their life. And not only that, they got control here on them. They got control so deep, I wouldn't be surprised if this video get banned, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if this video get banned. I'm not talking about this video, I'm talking about my live. I wouldn't be surprised if this live get banned. Because that's how much control they got, these Jews got in America, nigga. Down to the media, down to the food. They run this shit. Death rises in the east. All that war going on over there. But he said the West has been infiltrated by Eastern agents on all levels. And I just named every one of them you could think of. Whew. This shit finna get real.
The West has been infiltrated by Eastern agents on all levels. Deal with those agents as we deal with the real threat.
Deal with those agents. We just gotta deal with them niggas, gang. Protect yourselves and everything at all costs, nigga. I don't give a fuck if these niggas pull up and they like, we finna, everybody, we need you. You know, you got niggas that's gonna be in fear and they gonna go with them. You gonna got niggas that's gonna stand up. Nigga, like, you ain't coming, we gonna kill you, nigga. Or in fact, we gonna torture you, nigga. See, that's what niggas not ready for. I don't think niggas ready for that kind of shit. Are you ready to be tortured to the point where these niggas trying to get you to convert with them? Fuck no. See, do y'all remember the whiplashes? I do. Cold nights. The raping. Oh yeah, it happened to all my people, nigga. That's what niggas don't want to talk about. They broke us down, and then that made our women look at us like, damn, if they took our leader down, them niggas some bitches. Y'all niggas not gonna fight till you die? What happened? We gotta be ready for that kind. You gotta have that kind of shit in your head. This shit ain't just fairy tales and, oh yeah, we gonna be in the utopia. No, it's gonna take a lot of destruction before we get to that utopia first. Cause a lot of niggas gotta get cleansed out. I be thinking about this shit, gang. You gotta be ready for that kind of shit. Mentally prepared. Are you mentally prepared to potentially see neo-Nazis in the streets, which is basically a new age KKK? Kidnapping niggas and killing niggas. Especially when niggas shut down at 911. Because they gotta stop my people as much as possible, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all them white folks gonna be on that shit. It's just gonna be specific groups of them that's on that shit. But it's gonna be a lot of them, though. But Eastern agents have infiltrated this on all levels. We just gotta deal with this and protect ourselves. Because there ain't nobody gonna save you, nigga. Not God, not Jesus, not no alien out of ship, not no magical, some miracle magical thing just happened. None of that, bro. The only thing that can save you is you. Simple. Only thing that can save you is you. You the one that work every day to feed yourself, do you not? You the one that gotta get up and do what you gotta do to make your reality. Ain't nobody coming down here to help you with that shit. You like, oh God, please help me. These bills late. You gonna do that? Or you gonna go get out and go bust your ass to make that shit happen? Cause that's what it's gonna come to when this shit collapse. You can be like, oh God, please help me. We're dying. What you gonna do, nigga? You just gonna sit and watch these explosions happens? Or you gonna run, nigga? Get up out of there. When you see everybody following the trend and getting chipped up so they can buy, because you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade unless you got that bitch, that Neuralink. That's what they finna do. It's coming, 2027, next year. I mean, not next year, 2 years from now, 2027, they're gonna officially roll out Neuralink, and everybody gotta get them. And like, if you can't get them, you won't be able to live amongst this society. Because the society is now being ruled by the Antichrist, which is just which once again is a ET creature that has his own armada and army, and that came here and took over shit. And the only reason the motherfuckers ain't wiped out the planet because they found out this was a good food source, and they turned it to a soul farm. So they just keep bringing niggas back in them bodies with that same energy, that cosmic energy, and they feed off that. Because they not, yes, they do feed off of it for the blood and all that shit, but they know the cosmic energy. They know that the spirit is in the life force. What is the life force? The blood. And if you got a lot of fear in your blood, it definitely tastes good to them. That's like seasoning. That's how these entities move.
We have gathered an armada of 960 war planets in multiple dimensions, 340 of which are visible to you. We have been situated around and beyond the trajectory range of Saturn. Any species activity on the inside planets is considered hostile to you.
Listen to this. Any species activity on the inside, hold on, let me run that back. Any species activity on the inside planets, what is the inside planets? Us, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. He said any species on the inside planets is considered hostile to you. So any other niggas pulling up, like 3IATLAS, that shit pulling up, that's some suspicious activity. And that definitely looks like that could be something from a high, an advanced species. I'm just saying, them niggas, that shit hostile.
Species activity on the inside planets is considered hostile to you.
Just like, and not only that, the niggas that was getting abducted back in the 70s and 80s by the Greys, hostile. Reptoids, hostile. Anything that you see is hostile, nigga.
We do not use channeling. We do not send messages to psychics. We only...
Listen to that. Niggas don't channel. So when niggas be like, oh, you know, source told me this. What source though? Mother Nature? Or the God in the Bible? A person at work or something? Like somebody you watch on YouTube? Cause not everybody got the same source. I'm gonna just keep it $1.50. Niggas be like, yeah, I was abducted and they told me this and told me that. They pulled up at me, you know, like who was they though? Who was them niggas? Cause you gotta remember, these shapeshifters, these niggas reptiles don't just shapeshift in the physical, they do it in the spiritual. They can turn into somebody you love, nigga.
use channeling.
They could turn into somebody that you love, come to you in the dream and tell you all kind of shit. We don't know what's really going on for real. But that's why I be telling niggas. To the nigga, watch them motherfuckers that saying we finna get on the ship and go somewhere, or we finna leave the planet. Or the motherfuckers that be like, oh yeah, I just wanna go somewhere and leave the planet cause I don't like it here. Some need to come abduct me. Be careful. You keep asking for that. I don't wanna go nowhere else. Keep me here, nigga. Keep me here until I leave naturally. Cause I could travel the stars with my body. That's what the astral body for. What the hell I need a ship? I mean, yeah, for physical travel. But I got an astral body, nigga. Once I leave this vessel, I can take this body and go take on a new vessel in a new planet if I want to go somewhere else. Watch that shit. Niggas talking about they got abducted and they telling them this. Are you? Yeah. They told me they were friendly. Are you sure? Because we don't know them niggas from a can of paint. That's one thing about humans. The way you get a human's trust is a human got to know you from the inside out. Because we want people to, that's how we is with each other. We want to know each other from the inside out. What's going on? So I know what I'm dealing with and what spirit I'm dealing with.
We do not send messages to psychics.
We don't send messages to psychics. So be careful of psychics. I'm not saying that these people can't contact some shit. You just be careful because you don't know who they're contacting. Because most of these spirits they're contacting are not friendly spirits or entities or extraterrestrials. 9 times out of 10, they're malevolent. I mean, they're malevolent.
We only transmit through a strict medium of neutrino beams. The clear reason is that your oppressors do not have access to this technology.
The sun.
Beware of what you call false flag operations. Earth will be invaded by the Draconian Alliance, posing to be us.
3IATLAS. I'm telling you. that mother something, cause NASA just shut down these shit, gang. I can't look it up. I can't look at nothing. This shit got me on edge, nigga. What is coming? And why does it have to come in the month of November? What is November? The 11th month. Really, it's supposed to be the 9th month, but they call it the 11th month, and 11 represents parallel worlds coming together or connecting to each other. Because 11 is 2 parallel lines across from each other. Whatever's coming, it can't be here. It's not here for something good.
This will include atrocities in order to condition humanity against us and to
So they gonna blow niggas up. That's why I said this shit gonna require real blood. These niggas gonna pull up, kill niggas. Niggas talking about they gonna stage a fake alien invasion with Project Bluebeam. They don't be staging shit, gang. They really do that shit. Like 9/11, yes, 9/11 was staged by George Bush, nigga. But that people, that plane that crashed, that was real. That was real. Niggas talking about, oh, I ain't see nothing of that. No, niggas was there in the flesh and saw that shit blow up the building. That required real blood. Anytime they do something, it requires real blood. They don't give a fuck about no humans, nigga. They treat niggas like sim characters. That's why they did this shit. That was Sims that y'all saw it play in 9/11. It's oh, we need more control of these people. Send one of them bitches into that building. We don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers birth and die every day. That's the shit they be saying. Sent the plane right into that bitch. And it told you that it was Osama bin Laden in them. And the Al-Qaeda. Niggas fell for that. Now that's staged. That's the psyop part of it. That's the stage part about it. Not telling you they want to do that shit to implement the Patriot Act. So now they can spy on niggas. We need to know who waking up out here learning about the Jews. We need to learn this shit. So these niggas cannot get out here and wake up others. Simple. So when something pull up in the sky and that bitch send a orbital on top of New York City, nigga, don't be fucking surprised. And when they do drop an orbital on the city, that shit was real. That wasn't Project Bluebeam. Because they want people to be in fear. And when people in fear, the food is short and this, that, and the third, that's when they can introduce the savior. That's when they gonna stage shit, acting like niggas destroying the ships and shit and this, that, and the third. You feel me? And they gonna tell you, oh, we took them down. They gonna introduce this being to you. And remember, they say this shit even in the Bible, the Antichrist is gonna come. And a lot of people are gonna believe that the Antichrist is the Christ. They wasn't capping about that. I don't fuck with them religious books. But a lot of shit they wasn't lying about in them books. They said when the Antichrist come, a lot of people are going to believe that's the actual Christ. Because niggas is going to be so desperate in the deep state of fear and trauma from all the calamities that don't happen. Purge. Niggas killing each other in the streets. Shit blowing shit up. Niggas warring with UFOs. I'm telling you, certain creatures falling out them bitches and attacking people and shit. I'm telling you, nigga. They've been giving this shit to you long enough in the movies. They've been giving it to you long enough. Cause when shit go down, they be like, damn, why y'all didn't tell us? They be like, we did, nigga. Look at the movies. They be like, oh, you can't do that. Yes, we can. We gave you the truth and a lie. We can do that. We didn't break universal law. We still gave you truth. We didn't give you 100% of the truth, but we still gave you 1% truth. So it didn't fuck us up. So when all that shit start taking place, niggas is desperate. They gonna introduce they leader, nigga. They leader. And when this leader telling everybody that's in desperation, we got unlimited energy. We are able to take energy from suns and something plenty of other advanced species know all across the cosmos. They know suns generate free energy, nigga. That ain't nothing new. That's why they give it to you in sci-fi movies and shit. Because a lot of that shit they read in these hidden scrolls and tablets that they don't put out here to the public. And a lot of shit that they know from communicating with these beings. And they're like, oh, we can make movies about this shit and make money off of it. And tell the people it's sci-fi. It's fake. They gonna introduce their leader, and when he do the shit they do, or he do the shit that he do, a lot of people are gonna think that's the actual Christ. And then when they realize he's not, it's gonna be too late. And then that's when shit is too late, and shit already set in stone, that's when the real Avengers gonna pull up. Christ consciousness, beings that carry the positive frequency, it's gonna be a lot of them. It ain't just gonna be one person. There's gonna be many other beings that you think we the only positive beings in the universe, nigga? You crazy. You think we the only enlightened ones with this kind of knowledge and positive spirit to care for the planet and this, that, and the third? If you care for the planet, the leaves, the ants, and all that shit, nigga, that you care for the universe too. That means if you was a titan, nigga, you would take care of each and every individual galaxy and solar system. Just like how you would them ants, nigga. Just like how you would them bees, nigga. You worthy of that position. That's what niggas don't get. So if you think we the only motherfuckers with that kind of energy, you crazy. Because there's other beings that's gonna pull up after these niggas show themselves. And that's when bot humanity, bots that'll merge themselves with Neuralink and all this shit, they're like, oh, they're back again, they're back. And then that's when it's gonna be a full-fledged intergalactic war, and it's gonna be so many casualties, bro. It's gonna be chaos. But I tell you what, when them niggas pull up, they gonna shut everything down. And then it's gonna be a reset. This is the reset. The reset ain't no flood. The reset ain't no asteroid. The reset is not the weather. The reset is everybody knowing. The reset is us finding out that there's more life everywhere across the cosmos. In our neighborhood, in our local solar system, and galaxy. And we gonna find out some of these niggas played a part in our creation. A lot of niggas ain't gonna be able to handle that. Some niggas gonna be gone because they don't merge themselves with that technology. Where you think Terminator come from? They gonna use niggas as intergalactical soldiers.
Unite you under a world government. Your Illuminati New World Order is but a predecessor of an even more cruel order that is orchestrated by the Draconians' artificial race. The enemy, on world and off-world, has rejected our terms of surrender. We will intervene in massive...
Listen to that. The enemy, on world and off world. That means they communicated with other niggas that had connections with them. Like, hey, can you tell these niggas to stop? They said, nah, nigga, we ain't stopping that shit. This what we do. What the fuck you mean? This what we do. You gotta come get this shit. So niggas rejected the terms of peace and surrender.
And off-world has rejected our terms of surrender. We will intervene in massive and overwhelming force. Our fifth and sixth dimension forces have arrived at your planet, as they cannot be traced or inhibited. Dimension forces have arrived at your planet, as they cannot be traced or inhibited by the Draconian Alliance. We consider your own dimension being the first, in terms of density. Translating to your terms.
He said we consider yours to be first in terms of density. Now what he means by that, when he say 3D, he not talking planes. Like, sync the point, the line, then the square, then the cube. He not talking that. He talking density. Density. This is the most densest realm, the physical realm. This is where this is technically speaking hell.
You are third dimension, and the enemy exists up to the fifth dimension. We have forces up to the ninth. Once we secure that all the nuclear weapons that have been placed within the Earth's crust in order to destabilize the planet have been neutralized, we will invade. When your rapid eye movement during your sleep ceases to produce erratic dreams and nightmares, know that the enemy's flagship has fallen. Dreams and rapid eye movement.
During your sleep, when your rapid eye movement ceases to produce erratic dreams. You ever wonder why you have a dream? You sitting next to Ronald McDonald, and then you got Coi Leray singing on top of a pool table, and then it's a T-Rex sitting in the jacuzzi and shit. Yeah. Or you be having them crazy ass nightmares, and you waking up out in the cold sweat or night terrors. Yeah.
During your sleep, ceases
That's not that's not your brain, bro.
to produce erratic.
That's you being attacked in the astral realms, bro. Because you gotta think about it. Your mind, I learned that when you astral project, your mind has to be clear. Even when you go to sleep to dream, your mind has to be clear, bro, in order for you to dream properly. And the reason why I say that is because, for the simple fact, they are able to have your mind in such a stressed state every day. When you go to sleep, or if you do accidentally astral project, you're going to end up somewhere that's kind of scary as shit. You like, what the fuck is going on? And there's no message to get from it. It's just, or it's even if it ain't a nightmare and it's a weird ass dream, you like, what do I get out of this? What do I get out of being in this reality while I'm in my astral body? Why the fuck am I here? Because they able to control your shit for you by having you in such a stressed state. So where they move you places, bro.
Dreams and nightmares, know that the enemy's flagship has fallen.
So when that shit stop, know that the flagship is falling. Now this is what interested me, because I had a dream last night about the moon. I did have a dream last night about the moon. I said that shit earlier.
Dreams and rapid eye movement during your sleep ceases to produce erratic dreams and nightmares, know that the enemy's flagship has fallen. A flagship we call Level. A flagship you call the moon. Our true arrival will...
The flagship you call the moon, nigga. And I said earlier, I had a dream last night about the moon coming closer to the earth, and I was hearing his voice telling me that it was gonna be things. The reason why the moon is coming closer, so that you can see what needs to be revealed and what's been hidden from you on the moon. You can never see, why can you never see the dark side of the moon? The moon never turns. It's in tidal lock. What's back there? What's back there, coach? So when that shit, when your erratic dreams and nightmares stop, because you gotta remember, the moon controls the water. What is the water? The spirit. The water connects the physical with the spiritual realm. It's the medium. And they able to tamper with that medium, bro, through the use of the moon, because the moon controls all water on Earth. Your body is 70% water. You think the moon ain't fucking with that? That's why my granny always told me, when the full moon out, the crazy people is out. The moon rules over what? The emotions. Moon is almost similar to the word mood. Depending on what phase the moon is, depends on what kind of mood you're gonna be in throughout the month. Or the week, if I should say. Yep. And that motherfucker being discombobulated about whatever the fuck going on behind that bitch.
Be signaled by one major event, the extermination of all planetary governments, especially those who have aligned themselves with the eruption of the upcoming world war. Until then, everything else is a lie. You were once citizens of the Galactic Commonwealth. You were invaded and enslaved. We received your distress call, and we have sealed the entrances and exits of this solar system. Negotiations with the Draconian Alliance have failed. We are on our way.
Niggas said we on our way. We're pulling up. Hold on, I got one more thing I think I need to pull up real quick. Hold on, what was I about to, oh yeah. They said the government shut down too, cuz I'm not sure. What? So government is shut down. Notice everything they're doing is when 3IATLAS is pulling up. They shut down NASA, they shut down the government. They put militaries in every city. What's finna happen, coach? So government shutdown continues as Smithsonian's museums, National Zoo temporarily closed. What to know on day 12 of the government shutdown. Federal employees receiving notices on Friday telling them that they would be laid off in 60 days. CBS News confirmed that the Trump administration floated layoffs during the government shutdown. More than 4,000 workers at 7 federal agencies could receive layoff notices, according to a court filing. A spokesperson for the Department of Health and Human Services told CBS News on Sunday that some of the RIF notices that went to the CDC employees Friday were sent because of a coding error and have been rescinded. I don't know. Andrew Nixon, a spokesperson of the Department of is he related to Richard Nixon? For the Department of Health and Human Services told CBS News that the employees who received incorrect notifications were never separated from the agency and have all been notified that they are not subject to the. So yeah, they closed shit down. And the Smithsonian museums, that's important because Smithsonian, that's a history, nigga, artifacts, historical artifacts, ancient artifacts. We talking Egyptians, Greek, the Anunnaki from the Sumerian gods, or Akkadian as they call it, Phoenician, like that's all that shit, gang. In National Zoo. So all this is happening as this shit is pulling up into our solar system and is getting closer to the planet. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. As we move forward into 2026, life won't be the same. Things will be very much different. AI will become harder to fucking decipher on the goddamn internet. And not only that, I dare say by next summer, nigga, we might see contact. Maybe sooner. They said that bitch supposed to be here in November, but I believe it's gonna be, you feel me? They might just be fucking with us. But I know they're gonna make contact. And they're gonna tell the world. And it's gonna fuck the world up. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay in tune. And like always, I'll be back with another one next Sunday. You feel me? Next Sunday, I want to talk about, astrology, time, space, how space-time work. Why is it that when I see a sun blow up 1 light year away, I don't see the explosion until 1,000 years later over here on this side of the cosmos? Why does that happen? You feel me? We're gonna talk about that. But I love y'all. Y'all stay in tune. And I'll be back. Random dude, peace to you, my boy. I see you up in here. He said, facts, don't trust nobody in these ships saying they're gonna take you to some planet because they're gonna mess you up. On God, nigga. Them niggas, hey, some of them hungry. And he said, if trafficking here is bad, I don't want to know how. Ooh. Hey, talk to him, random dude. He said, if trafficking here on Earth is bad, I don't want to know how crazy it is in the stars. I'm glad I'm not the only one that think like that. Because I used to think I told niggas, this slaving shit, that's learned behavior. You can't be born and wake up as a baby and be like, I'm finna enslave niggas. By the age of 8 years old, when you finally gain consciousness, you're like, I'm gonna enslave niggas. No, somebody teaches you that. Humans didn't know that. If humans were born and this shit out here that predate us, when we was born, we wasn't born with that mentality. We were taught that mentality. By who? Who knows? And if these beings, like I said, these reptilians, everybody's talking about them reptilians. If it's them niggas, which we know it is, think about what they doing intergalactically, nigga. I'm out this thing, man. I'm glad you said that, man. I'm glad you said that. Imagine trafficking in the stars. Intergalactical slavery, nigga. Earth ain't the only one. I love y'all, man. I'll be back with another one.